Hi guys, I want to do a little talking about handling the microphone and the microphone stand. On show days, often we don't get enough chance during sound check to really check out the equipment we're working with. And I'm going to tell you, an extra moment to find out what your mic stand is made of, how it screws together, and how you can adjust it. It's going to make a huge difference for your show. Just in case you get in trouble, you'll know how it works and how to best fix the situation. Also, you always want to know what the bottom of your stand is going to be like. If it's a stick stand like this, you're going to have to decide where you want it around your feet. If it's a round stand, less of a problem. Also, on a show day, if you have a sound check where you can get the feel and the weight of what your microphone stand is like, it's going to help you during the show. So sound checks become a really, really important information time for you. All right, let's talk about handling that stand. Sometimes you want to ignore it, sing past it, and just imagine that you're singing right into the audience's hearts and minds. Sometimes you want to take that microphone and you want to tell more emotional story, more of the music and the intensity and intention by grabbing the stand. Make sure you know how it handles. If it's going to crack in two, if the bottom's going to come up, if it's just going to sit on the ground, if you're going to get trapped in the spokes at the bottom, so make sure you're always stepping around it. Let me show that one more time. So you're stepping around it in order to pick it up. That's going to be a really important trick so you don't look real awkward. Please note, if it's a stick stand, you're probably going to want to put one of the sticks in between your feet so that you have room on either side to actually stand at that microphone. Here's another thing. When you're thinking about the microphone and when you might want to take the actual mic off, you may want to take the stand and set it aside, but check out how awkward that's going to be for you. It may be better for you to simply walk around. Those are two things that will add a lot of dynamic range to your movement in the show. Once you've got the microphone out and you're able to communicate using that microphone, it's a little bit more intimate, it's a little bit more charged, it feels a little bit more alive than when the mic is on the stand. The problem's gonna be when you have to get maneuvered back to the stand. You're reaching back for it or you're moving back for it, and that can get awkward, right? So in my case, I'm always keeping my eye on where was that stand? Can I grab it? Can I place it in front and then put that mic on? Or do I actually need to go back? This is tricky, right? Do I actually need to sing, and then put the sucker back on? Now, getting it back on is kind of, the mic itself onto the mic stand. You've got that clip, right? So eye-hand coordination during a show. You're having to go, whoa, right? And I mean, that's while you're interacting with the band and the crowd. So what I say is, during your sound check the move, make sure your body knows, okay, this one's an easy clip, you know what I mean? And then you get the feel of it so you're not coming up to the problem for the first time in performance. Okay, so another thing about mic stands is when you're dealing with this, you always also, unless it's one of those microphones that has batteries and is without a cord, you're going to have a cord to deal with. So that's why you see a lot of singers holding onto their cord in a hand while they're manipulating. And that's just to get it off your feet so it's out of the way and you don't trip over it, right? Another thing to think about with the microphone is that because you're communicating to an audience using the mic, don't think of that mic as something that is an inanimate object. Think of it as alive, part of your singing instrument. So it's not a dead zone for you. You can really emote into the audience, past the microphone, using the microphone to amplify your voice and to reach those people. This is your best friend right here. During the sound check, if you are not loving the sound of your microphone, always feel free to stop and go to the sound person. I'm not loving the sound of this mic. Maybe it's the monitors. And here's my trick. You take the microphone aside, sing out loud in the venue so that the sound person can hear what you sound like naturally, and then sing into the mic. They will hear the problem or the challenge that you're having, either because the monitors are not EQ'd properly, the microphone is not EQ'd properly, or the system is not EQ'd properly. Very hard for you, the singer, to tell. So you want to just make sure that you've given the sound person the opportunity to A and B your sound off the mic and on the mic. And just one more thing, during the sound check, don't be like scared to make a sound on that microphone. The best way to get a good show is to lean into that microphone. You may not like what you're hearing, but give that problem to the sound person until they can work that out for you. And if it turns out that they haven't solved the problem, you do get to say, hold on guys, before we end the sound check, I just want to spend a couple of minutes with the sound person. You guys go have dinner, and I'm gonna spend some time here to work on my sound. I guarantee you the extra work will always make for a better show. You'll love how you sound. The audience will love how you sound. And those are a couple of tips about handling sound checks, microphones, and your mic stand on the show. Have great gigs, guys. We're back, and I can't wait to see you out there in the venues, on the road, on tour, and conquering those audiences.